recently, as I was looking through the PlayStation Store, I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. I've been playing NBA 2K and even diving a little bit into Destiny 2 just to tide myself over into the next generation of consoles, but I came across this game called Spellbreak. Now, after reading the description, it just did not seem up my alley. Like, I am so sick of Battle Royale games, so that was the main draw for me. However, after watching the gameplay trailer, seeing the themes itself, the theme around being a wizard, which is cool as hell in my book, I thought I'd give it a shot. I mean, it's a free-to-play game. There's really nothing to lose here. So upon booting up the game, you're asked if you want to do crossplay, which initially surprised me. In crossplay, I mean, yeah, sure, there's games that do it, such as Dauntless, so it's not entirely new, but just kind of seeing it being the first question asked, it was kind of cool. I decided to turn on crossplay, went through the tutorial, and had an absolute blast. So if you're not familiar with Spellbreak is a battle royale that does not have any guns in it at all. Essentially, you're a wizard, so you drop into a map with a large number of players. You have the shrinking mechanic. What makes it unique is you actually have two gauntlets. You have your dominant gauntlet, which can be one of any of the elements, being wind, fire, ice, lightning, stone, or toxic. So those will be your primary attacks. You can find another gauntlet in the match that could complement this gauntlet. For instance, if you spawn in with a fire gauntlet and you run into a toxic one, you could create toxic clouds and then blow them up with the fire. Like, it's just this crazy explosion. You're basically making this alchemic concoction that is wild. It does insane damage, and it's really, really cool to look at, and it makes experimenting really, really fun in this game. And I'm a huge fan of experimenting and synergizing with the team. You can have squads up to 3 people. You can run duos too, and that's where the game really, really shines. You can work with your team, put together a combination of spells, and just really elevate yourselves amongst the competition. So you could really see the difference between a bunch of randoms that are put together and a team of coordinated wizards who mix and match their spells and time them well and synergize them and use them in harmony. And those are the people who typically rise to the top. So I've been seeing a lot of that lately, playing with friends and even on my own. I played with randoms. The whole pug system is actually not bad. The in-game mic typically is terrible in games like this, but it's not bad. It was definitely functionable. I just had a lot of fun, guys. Like, I feel like a lot of games lose that sense of just, well, why are you playing? Like, is this fun? Are you having a good time? It focuses way too much into progression. While Spellbreak does have a really unique progression system. It's called a mastery tree. So as you play and upgrade your wizard level, you can actually add points to masteries. So these aren't entirely game breaking, but there are some that are a little bit annoying right now that I hope that they tweak, which I have no doubt in my mind that they will. For instance, there's this talent right now that you can get where if you die and you don't exactly die all the way, you're immune for 4 seconds and then you pop back up with 10 health to basically get a retry. So that one is the most annoying skill in the game right now, but the other ones, not game breaking at all. We're talking like skills that if you drink a potion, your teammates, if they're around you, can get a portion of that, which is really, really cool. I love team mechanics like that. This game promotes team-based energizing, which is something I really enjoy. So unlike the other battle royals right now, this game is a little bit light on the content. Yes, you can progress your wizard level and then you can progress your dominant element levels, but there's no battle pass right now. The main way of progressing right now is you actually winning, and you can earn gold and use that in their shop right now, which has the shop is very similar to like Fall Guys. You have rotating cosmetics that go in there and they're limited time. So you want to jump on the ones that you like pretty quickly. Speaking of winning, the game doesn't really feel rewarding when you do win, other than the sense of that euphoric sense of, yay, I won. I don't really see a huge difference in the rewards if you do win, which is something that I feel like could use a lot of work, because it's not easy to win in this game, especially in like threes, because there's so many variables and the game is so chaotic. A lot can happen and you could just get knocked out without even realizing it. Like, for instance, the ice elements, it's actually the sniper class per se. You say you're looting a chest and somebody across the field can just snipe you with an icicle, and just take out most, if not all, of your health, which it doesn't feel cheap because it takes a lot of skill to actually do that right now. You just kind of feel bamboozled, like, dang, I should have been paying attention to my surroundings. Winning needs to be, it needs to feel more rewarding. And I feel like once that really takes off, the game will take off. It doesn't have too many viewers on Twitch, although it does have a pretty loyal following and a consistent one. I'm seeing around, over 2,000-3,000 people watching it on a given basis, but that doesn't mean or should dictate whether or not you check out this game. I definitely think that you should check it out. If you're kind of sick of the Battle Royale, the tried and true formula, but you still want to kind of stick to the similar systems or mechanisms, Spellbreak is a really good chance for you to just kind of step outside that fold and see some creativity injected into the Battle Royale genre. Right now, you can get it on PCs. It's on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. So I think it's crossplay with all those things, but I'm not exactly sure if crossplay is functioning correctly because I've only ever seen people on PlayStation as I'm playing on PlayStation. So I downloaded it on PC, so I'm going to check that out and see if it's any different, but it doesn't seem like crossplay is functioning the way it should. But this game, as others, inspired by H1Z1, definitely has a really, really good foundation right now, especially when you look at the growth that many Battle Royales have from day one to where they currently stand. And I think Spellbreak really, really has the potential to take off because it is just unique in so many different ways. And if I can make like a cross-genre reference here that I think it'll become similar to, I don't think it'll become as popular as like Fortnite, but I think it can definitely carve out its own niche audience that's pretty consistent, such as like Smite versus League of Legends. If you're looking for like a comparison, that's where I would go with it, but it's definitely worth your time. If you feel like you want to check it out, again, it's a free game. You can download it in the store right now at no cost. On the PlayStation, you can get PlayStation Plus added bonus where they give you like free skins, which is really cool. If I were to say what were my favorite elements of the game, I'd say lightning is great, wind is great. They all are really great, but my favorite probably is either wind or toxic, because toxicology works with everything. You could, like, say if you have a firewall, well, if you put down a toxic cloud, boom, you can blow up half of that wall and anybody within that radius. If you have a tornado that a wind character drops, well, you can actually make that a poisonous or gas tornado thingy that really just messes people up because it's hard to escape that thing already because the tornado sucks you in, and when it's poisonous, it makes it even more lethal. So, yep. Check it out, guys. Spellbreak is awesome. I had a really, really good time. I plan to spend a lot of time with this game. I'll probably drop some more content with it in the future just because I see myself playing it for a while. But thank you all. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Follow the channel. I'll be releasing some more content in the future here, both anime and gaming. So, all right. Peace out.